Alrighty, g'day guys, welcome to another game of Legion TD on LIHL. It's probably just a good enough roll, right? I mean, it definitely is a good enough roll, yeah. It's just canon. The rolls are a bit awkward. Definitely starting canon here though. There's a world where if I was more confident with this unit, maybe I'll consider starting that because it holds level 1 to no send, like Drunk Pirate 1, Cannon 2, Big Cannon 3 or something. And start with more push that way. It definitely could be a thing. And if I was more comfortable with the 2-4 pirate as a unit, I would think about that a lot more. But as it is, I just don't know the unit well enough, basically. Not basically, I just don't know the unit well enough. Interesting keeping Mouse over just going turret, so I'll definitely go turret. Because you can do one turret with a few rats. Do we need warrior cover? Like, actually quite good versus warriors. So, like, it's fine though. I couldn't, the reason I looked at chat there, I couldn't remember if he asked me if I was going to wisp or if I was going to push. So those two things, they mean slightly different things. Yeah, kind of like disaster mode here a little bit. But what am I gonna build? Like a servant? 5 more nulls? No, I'm just going 4-0. He's good on 3. He's probably fine on 3. He'll be alright. Like if they send 2, it's a little rough, but I still just value the early 4-0 a lot more. Okay, militia from teal. No, green. Okay, he's alright. Cool. I was about to type it though. I wasn't being lazy, I promise. I could wisp here, or risk 3 potentially pre-leak, but don't really want to do that. Don't think our rolls appreciate that too much, so we'll just play a bit more conservative. Do you think it is Drunk Pirate here? So if I do this, then I go into 170. Which gives me 490. No. I'm just more comfortable doing it this way, even though I'm not convinced it's better. Okay. magic. And just continue pushing. Get my second Dark Troll. Do these guys reach it? No, they definitely don't, because they both did Jack. And cut into their own send a bit. I think when you know about the level 4, you skip the Jack if the game's not slow. You just go hard on the Wisps to get the second Dark Troll, because it's such a difference maker. But, oh well. If the game is slow, you definitely want the Jack. But like the straight 4 like this, I think it's better to skip the Jack and get the second Dark Troll if you're gonna get the second Dark Troll by skipping. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes now. I was a good boy at least. Yeah, I think this is just comes from playing a mix he's not too comfortable with. Yeah, definitely decent.
Research complete. I bid you.
Fucking hell, man. It's gone from like 0 bounty by level 4 to like 0 wisps by level 4. Completely fucking 180. It's quite funny. Good on him.
Upgrade complete.
Alright. Cruisy. So, Shockwave, Shockwave, Shockwave. Wave is okay. I'm gonna push 7-3 and build again though. Obviously I've got the Hydra and I'm on free roll. And he's most likely, I mean, there's no most likely about it. Looks like he's just going deadline with this. I'm not sure why, but it looks like that's what's happening. Got the new Blood Raider. Do the patch review. I need to do the patch review. Been meaning to do it for a day or two now, so I need to go ahead and get that done. So the nice thing about the patch review is it like makes me actually read the changelog and learn all the stuff as well instead of being lazy. Maybe. I need to be a bit careful 6 as well, but I guess you probably get big Wendigo with this feed. I mean, I don't mind it. He's got a clock as an ad. I'll skip my farm then and just sell a null to build. I guess I'll get a drunk pirate then, right? Should be better on 6, literally like 695 HP as opposed to 350 with fortified. Fortified being bad on 6. I think Ferment Whelp is most important, to be fair. Maybe I'm wrong, but I still think Ferment Whelp is very, very good. Did you get Big Wendigo? Yes, sick. I'm gonna go 7-4. Even if I'm building for 10, I'm doing it with 7-4. Thanks to old mate Mass Genius Clicks, I'm no longer going Chaos Cannons for 6. I appreciate that sort of stuff, because I go off feel like a casual, which kind of works for me for the most part, but definitely respect anyone willing to put in the time, like with the knowledge and willing to put in the time to actually do the calcs and do them properly. So mad respect there. Yeah, that's pretty good. Small mid. As long as I don't have Shockwave. Damn. Shockwave gets a decent number of kills. Still not a disaster, to be honest. Like, honestly, still not that bad, but Shockwave is their best skill here.
More lumber is required. More lumber
Yeah, I think we're relatively content with this end overall. It's good for my line. Because obviously I like fatness, because I'm 7-4 already. I like King Gold, I like time. Like, because I'm 7-4 and I've got a roll that looks to carry. Like, obviously, just with this roll, I'm looking to be able to hold 15 and 17 on free roll as well. But yeah, most likely I'll get Hydra for 10.
I am prepared. Out with it. Enlighten me.
So I can go Hydra. Like, I'm most likely needing to upgrade this cannon. If I go Hydra, I can upgrade this guy, I have Knolls. I think the early 7-4 is worth it. Still though, like, I don't really want to be 7-3 with this roll, because I don't think I'm that good 10. I'm just like, well, I feel like I'm pretty good at doing damage, I'm not that good at holding 10, if that makes sense. But I don't really want a million Knolls on my line. Man, did you want to skip Vermont? Or did you just want to skip Whelp? I think Whelp is still not bad, honestly. It's a really bad HP. Partly because the creeps are already here, so the HP doesn't do anything, mostly because the KC asks for 14 attack, and we're 1 attack off 14. Oh, he's not the KC, but still 1 at 14 attack. Well, there you go, there's 14 attack, enjoy. Isn't it? Definitely time to hit those spirits that don't die to the second shockwave. Hopefully that's not an extra heal because of it. It's definitely close to an extra heal. Okay, but it's not good. I wanted to get in on that if you couldn't tell.
Out with it.
Upgrade.
I need to load down.
I bid you. That's a given. My brothers, no one shall be the wiser. My
Job's
brothers,
done.
that's a given.
Job's done.
Out with it.
Job's done.
I'm gonna spam a bunch of nulls
Job's
I am
done.
prepared.
Job's done.
and bank a bit. It's not my favourite, but I need to build up here. Awkward gold, but
Search complete.
can't do the CGI and it's so bad on 8. The rest of my setup isn't good enough to justify it. I was hoping to afford the upgraded cannon plus the upgraded pirate. I don't need to upgrade the pirate for 10, of course, it's just like not bad. I need the cannons to like stop shooting acolytes that are gonna die, like that. And stealing each other's kills, because that's super painful. Yeah. Super painful. Honestly, I shouldn't be liking here.
I bid you.
But it is what it is. Sometimes canon just does that. I'm not really sure if there's much to do about it. It definitely does it more if you build melee units in front. Because the cannons will have like less targets to hit.
I bid you.
But yeah, I didn't actually do that.
Has been
Maybe it was Siege Iron on 8 all along. Definitely wasn't Siege Iron on 8.
Job's done.
Siege Iron on 8 if I want to like 10 more creeps. And realistically, I do the pirate here, and it's probably already better. Because what the melee units will do on the range levels is literally the cannons will have less targets in range, so there's way more chance they like just shoot at the same thing. Then obviously, if a cannon bullet, if the creep dies before the bullet hits, you don't get the splash damage. Which is a bit of a disaster. Get through. Okay, cool. I will skip the mine then.
More lumber is required. More lumber is required. More lumber is required. More lumber is required. More lumber is required.
Anyway,
More lumber.
my line is still in a good spot.
More lumber is required. More lumber is required. More lumber is required. More lumber
His ship without something that's actually decent on 5 is a massive bait. This is true.
is required.
I am prepared. Out with it. Enlighten me.
Upgrade
Shall be the
complete.
wiser. I am prepared. That's a given. Out with it.
Job's done.
I bid you.
Job's done. Ready to work.
Definitely need to full send, otherwise, like, we're just never gonna break if we don't.
Ready to work.
Somewhat difficult to break as is.
Work. Ready to work. Ready to work. More lumber is required. Ready to work.
Enlighten me.
Okay. Spawn. Spawn is not bad for me. Wait, never mind. I have a bunch of gnolls. It is kind of bad for me. I take it back. I don't want spawn. Get it off my lane. Oh, I'm not even going to kill it either. Okay, no, I killed it finally. Well, I get a bit of damage, as you can see. I don't think I'm killing two. Maybe. I mean, they're all hitting the same boss. Is this enough? Nah. Not quite. Close to two, but not quite. And realistically, it's relatively successful damage. So it's definitely not a disaster. We don't need much king. Definitely sad I don't get the second. Because that's my push as well. Yeah, 16 legs probably won't kill any bosses in mid. Definitely won't kill any bosses in mid. For attack is like skip 15 vibes. This is already looking fine. So they probably lose second. Definitely looks like it, but we'll see. Yeah, they do. Thank you, Commander.
I am prepared. Out with it. My brothers.
Job's done.
I bid.
Really?
Out with it. Has begun.
There's no fucking way they lost 2 heals on turn.
I bid.
Job's done.
They absolutely didn't. What the fuck is he on about? Yeah, the big doggy. Is the rate of change. The cannons with huge balls would shoot the Tok instead of the Aquas. I mean, we're gonna win anyway, so it's fine, but it's kind of sad to see. Can we kill them 15? I mean, I guess I'm like mid 16, 17 as well, so. So that's a good thing. Realistically, the only level I'm not necessarily holding is 14, but I think the sends aren't that big and my value is quite good. Definitely just going to focus on Hydras for now. This guy's obviously not super good, but he'll do a bit of an armor reduction, which, you know, can be useful. So let's see, Tok with really not much backline, so it's just Tok. Aqua Bronze Troll Champion, Hydrocopter with some Pierce and whatever. Then Mars TS line. And they're kind of forced to play 15 with Moa. Like, that's one of the things that that TS makes difficult, is it's such a liability in the mid game, except for like 15. Even then it's not great. I guess it's quite good for 13 actually. But yeah, basically, like, if your carry is playing TS, it can be a bit difficult because if you can't kill the other team on 15, your carry is playing TS. Because it's just such a weak unit on 16, 17. It's difficult to, it's very difficult to go mid with multiple time stealers on your line. The 16, 17. Not impossible, of course, but it's generally quite difficult. So I would say they're relatively pressured to try and kill us. One sec, I'll just let the cat through a door.
Upgrade complete.
Enlighten me.
Oh, sorry, I'm back. Oh, almost forgot to unmute my mic and it would have been a bad video. Alright, gluttony. So that's the fat wolf. So it has like less attack speed, but like, you know, bunch of damage, more HP, more armor. It's the tanky wolf, which is pretty cool. So with Blood Rider you can pay an extra gold cost to upgrade the wolf. How good is it? No fucking idea. Haven't tried it yet. Definitely would have held here. Oh, maybe he won't. I mean, he wanted Pro League 12, didn't he? It's definitely Pro League 12, so... It's slow as hell. Are we scared 14 now? Probably not. Probably not.
I am prepared.
I'll definitely load. I should probably load 13.
Enlighten me.
They are more or less obliged to send
One shall be the wiser.
Dane.
Job's done.
Thy bidding. Out with it.
I don't want to load here because then I need to reload.
Upgrade complete.
Is that true? Maybe I have enough damage where I don't need to reload. 15 if I load here. That's a good roll. There's no way they have the wood to send here. We have 2 heals, it doesn't make sense. They're not that desperate. If they early send, they go 14, not 13.
Thy bidding. Out with it.
I mean, probably on 15, but
Enlighten.
not really a lot of reason to. You really don't need to micro me, dude. I'm gonna tell you that once. Okay.
I am prepared.
So no leak here. That makes the that basically ruins their shot of 14. Their shot of 15. So I'll go cannons this level.
My brothers. That's a given. Out with it.
And if that seemed a bit toxic, I apologize, but
Job's done.
generally when you're on your trial, best thing to do is like
Research.
really just play your own lane well. Which
Upgrade complete.
I mean, it hasn't been a complete disaster. I will load because I want the load for 15 anyway.
I am prepared. Thy bidding. Enlighten me.
So he's most likely holding 14 as well, so if they leak 14, think about more into building for 15. But realistically, it's just more cannons, even as my build to 15. Yeah, they want to try 15 then. Okay. Or 16, I suppose. Yeah, that's fair. So if it's 16, I'll do a mix of scatter and big ball cannons. Pink has Goliath. Don't think that's enough for him.
I cannot summon no one shall otherwise. My brothers.
Job done.
No, not more.
Job done. Upgrade complete.
Thy bidding. Out with it.
An Ascendant is good. Not really anything for 16.
Thy bidding.
Anyway, the reason I'm doing this Sea Giant positioning is because I have cannons which have 700 range,
I am prepared.
so even the Hydra here will obviously tank for the cannons.
Out with it.
And then if they send 15, Sea Giant here is terrible, Sea Giant here is quite fine. Yeah.
Thy bidding.
I will go 4th Hydra because I'm very confident I'm holding with 4 Hydras and rest cannons because cannons are very good and Hydras are very tanky. And also a 4th Hydra is quite solid on 16. Okay, cool.
More gold is required.
So Hydra,
Out with it.
Upgrade complete.
That's a given.
how many nulls do I need to sell?
Job done.
Prepared. No one shall be the
I
wiser.
think that's probably worth it. Just for this level. Not the best build to end on, but with 2 small cannons, but I think it's okay. Like, what's he gonna build, to be fair? Small Warlock. Look at the poor pirate. It's quite funny. It's actually quite good, though. It's actually very good for me that he gets blocked like that, because now he gets access to the sends, and you just, like, reduce the Kraken and the Demon when I was hitting the Kraken and the Demon. Which is something I'm a big fan of. Yeah, that pirate block was actually so good for me. Okay, if you want to send, I'm not pushing, of course. So, Demon,
I pledge my loyalty.
Kraken for sure. I think our Shockwave is unironically a mistake. We don't King League anyway and we want to be slow. Yeah, I think I'm not sending Firelord. I think I better go Behemoth than second Kraken.
Enlighten me. Out with it. My brothers.
Job done.
Out with it.
It's just a way to build up while skipping farm.
Complete.
don't need to build, to be fair, but I think there's not much reason to not get another Hydra. It's like pretty good. Avoid dying to random resend.
More lumber is required.
My bidding.
Okay. So only 2 Fire Lords is not the best, to be honest, but
I am prepared.
you know. Better than going 16 if we ever push too much. Or 15. Yeah. Even if this game does go longer, I'm not entirely can't break, but I'm very strong because I have a strong front line and strong damage. So let's see how they do. 2 heals, like we'll see. 1 mid, if it's solid size, is interesting. No mids is obviously dead. And they cleared pretty well, but you know, they got a Tok lane, they got a Goliath Dark Mage lane,
Research.
they got a helicopter. So yeah, it's just 4 lanes clearing, no lanes mid. Yeah, 4 lanes clearing, no lanes mid. Potentially a lucky Fire Lord split for us then. Potentially. I don't know if true or not. But yeah, that works relatively well. Just check the free roll then.
Research complete.
Yeah, Butcher Witch Doc. Can't complain.
Research complete.
Dark Priest Druid. Okay. Oh. I was set up for life then. Yeah, I was completely can't break this game in that case. Butcher Witch Shock, so more frontline, some support. Dark Priest Druid, like the best, some of the best stuff for endgame. Yeah, obviously my land in a good spot. But yeah, cheers very much for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe, all of that. As always, thank you to my patrons. You guys are legends. I will catch you in the next one. Cheers.